What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm on Toxic Gaming. Today, people, I'm bringing you another Elemental Hero deck profile using the Hero World skill. Yes, this is actually a very interesting skill. I found, after reading over it, I was like, okay, I see where they're trying to go with this skill. There's a lot of really cool cards to go with it. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to jump right into it. It's, again, very, very cool. I'm really interested and excited to showcase you guys my idea for this. But as always, if you have your own ideas, your own tweaks, or anything like that, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. I love to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this skill in particular, on my deck list, and again, any idea you have of your own. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to jump right into what this skill does. This is called Hero World. What it does is that once per turn, if you control a hero normal monster or a hero fusion monster, you can discard one card to activate one of these skills based on the attribute of that monster. So from the way it's worded here, it seems like you can only have one hero monster on the field when using a skill. I think that is perfectly fine when you use it. But yeah, it has multiple skills for whatever attribute you have when using it. Earth is destroy one Earth monster you control and one monster your opponent controls, which is really cool. It kind of reminds me of a exiled force kind of effect. I'm actually really into it. It is a -2 to destroy one card your opponent controls, but hey, that's fine. Wind, destroy one face-up spell or trap card on the field. Fire, return all face-up non-fire special summon monsters on the field to the hand. And water, draw one card. Also, until the end of the next turn, you can activate one normal trap from your hand. And then lastly is light, change the battle position of one face-up monster on the field. So the idea I had for this deck was the Avian, Sparkman, Burstinatrix, and Clayman. In all honesty, we could probably make the Avian to 1 and put the Burstinatrix to 2 now that I'm looking at it. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Here she is. So the reason why I feel like this is the better option is because this card has a really cool effect with the skill, being that you discard one and you return special summon monsters your opponent controls to the hand. In this case, it is going to be returning, or having Burstinatrix on the field, discard one, and then in the current format that we are shifting into, there's going to be a lot of special summon monsters, especially like Gate Guardian being a completely special summon deck, Water Dragon Cluster again being a complete special summon deck, and then the Roid deck being a fusion summon deck. Again, we're seeing a lot of cards in this current format where we're just seeing a lot of special summon cards, such as like Dragoon, and then we got the Crystal Beast cards if they float off the Conclave, Cyber Dark Dragons, they special summon from the extra deck. So it's just being able to bounce those cards in hand is very, very nice. The other card we're playing is 2 of Sparkman. I think this is one of the better ones of the skill. Being able to discard a card and change the battle position of any monster your opponent controls is very, very, or face-up monster your opponent controls, my bad. It's very, very nice because it's like a little Book of Moon, or I guess enemy controller kind of skill. And I find that to be really, really nice. We're playing the 1 Clayman and 1 Avian. Avian, again, is one of the better ones in my opinion, being able to discard one to pop a face-up spell or trap card. Being the Zomas or the Nightmare Wheels is just very, very nice to have. And then the 1 of Clayman. Now, Clayman's at 1 in this deck because we have Giant Rat in here. We're playing a little rat box like engine in this deck. I felt like it was it suits the deck a lot. Ratbox is really unique because it can use the rats here to float into your Earth monsters, that being the Zombina, the Exploder Dragon, and the Exile Force, and in this case, Elemental Hero Clayman. So I think that's very, very strong to be able to search this card from deck and then utilize your skill to discard a card, sometimes triggering your Clayman to pop a card on the field, whatever is situationally best for you. We are also on 1 Sinister Serpent. I think this card is really good in this deck for the simple fact that you are discarding from your hand every time you use this skill. We are playing 3 A Hero Lives, this being the best spell card in Heroes. I definitely think that this card should be played at 3 in any hero deck that you want to play right now. If you control no face-up hero monsters, pay half your life points, special summon a level 4 or lower hero monster from your deck, being any of your normal monsters. We are also on 1 Skyscraper 2, Hero City. This card is going to reoccur an Elemental Hero during your main phase of every turn, as long as they were destroyed by battle. So any of these cards that got destroyed by battle, they are baby vanilla monsters, so they are going to get destroyed by battle. You can reoccur your next turn, and then you can utilize your skill once again. Book of Moon is going to be your 3 of in this deck. We are going off of the Niagara ban list, so we are playing 3 of, 2 ofs, and 1 one-ofs in these decks for the R3 of, it is going to be the Book of Moon. This is going to protect your monsters from Floodgate Trap Hole and Nightmare Wheel, so it's very good to be having in your deck. Our one-of for this deck is Reinforcements of the Army. This card is going to be able to grab any of your Elemental heroes that you absolutely need, and it can also grab your Exiled Force. Pulverization is a really nice card in this deck because your skill also works with fusion monsters, so being able to fusion into any of these 4 fusion monsters here is going to be very, very nice because you can get out a boss monster and still utilize your skill. The trap lineup is going to be a bunch of 2-ofs. Again, this is a rat box deck, so you're going to want to be controlling the field as much as possible, and I think these are the best trap cards in the game currently. Our 2-of of the deck being off the Niagara banned list is going to be Nightmare Wheel, one of the strongest cards in the deck. It's very oppressive, making your opponent lose 500 life points during each of the standby phase, and causing that monster not be able to change its battle position or declare an attack. Wall of Disruption is also going to be played at 2 in this. If your opponent is going to go aggro against your baby vanilla monsters, you can shrink down their vanilla monsters or their own monsters by 800 attack points, equal to the amount of face-up attack position, or equal to the amount of monsters they control. Sorry, I tripped over my own words there. Widespread Ruin is also played in this deck at 2, being able to destroy the highest attacking monster on the field. It's very, very nice until you play against Cyber Angels and they protect their Izana with the Ritual spell. But that's why we also have Floodgate Trap Holes in here. That way we can get around the Izana with the utmost of ease. For our fusion lineup, we are only playing one of each fusion monster that I think is decent. The first one being Flame Wingman, takes 2 of the normal monsters that we use, being the Avian and the Burstinatrix. This is a very good card in general. Same with the Rampart Blaster, being able to burn the opponent, it's very nice in my opinion. And then Thunder Giant, this one's a little bit more costly because if you use the Thunder Giant's effect to discard a card, and then you discard a card again, you have effectively used 5 cards just to do this effect, so you're not going to be going into this one as often. Elemental Hero Nova Master is by far the best Elemental Hero fusion monster that we have to date, and coming right out of the box. And personally, I think it's very nice to have. And yeah, I like it a lot. It's probably, again, the one that your pulverization is going to be going into the most. Alright, so going into the showcase for this, a Hero World is a going second deck. There's no doubt about it. So you mainly are going to want to go second. If you do end up going first and you draw into your giant rat, it is best for you to be setting up your giant rat first. That way you can control the board until you can get your normal heroes out. But for how we stand now, if you are going second, what you can do is we got our one of, so we are able to effectively go through our deck and get any of the hero monster we absolutely need, and for the situation that our opponent presented us with. So if they summon a monster to attack position, we get to bring out our Sparkman. If they special summon, we bring out our Burstinatrix. If they have face-up spell and trap cards, say like field spells off their first turn, we go into Avian, and if there are problematic monsters, we go into Clayman. So I think that those are all definitely the best ones to go into. For this showcase in general, I'm going to go with Elemental Hero Sparkman, because I think he's going to be one of the best ones to bring out. Sparkman's effect will trigger here. You will discard a card from your hand, and then you will change the battle position of a monster your opponent controls. You then can go ahead and set up a Book of Moon face down. In my opinion, probably would have been better to keep this in the hand. That way you had more setup, and then probably discard either the Rat or the Burstinatrix. It's really depending upon you here what your opponent's field looks like. I'm just going to, for the sake of the video, discard the Burstinatrix. So having the double Book of Moon and the Sparkman changing the battle position is very nice. Again, their opponent's going to summon next turn. You're going to activate the effect and flip it to defense mode. I like the light one a lot because it reminds me a lot of Spark Blaster, if you guys know what that card is. But yeah, I definitely enjoy it. If you guys are enjoying this type of content, and if you guys are excited for the Midterm Paradox box, or as excited as I am, make sure you leave a like on this video, and make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be releasing a new video every single day until we get through all the skills, and then I have a lot of really cool ideas for this box in general. So yeah, make sure you like the video, leave a comment in the comment section down below, subscribe if you want to see more, and of course I want you all to have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.